was nearly 5 in the morning when the sweeper noticed the packages. 3 bundles sat outside the public toilet near Keoratala Crematorium in South Kolkata, wrapped in newspaper, tied with thick coconut fiber rope, edges torn, edges dark with dried blood. He leaned closer. From inside one of the bundles, human fingers were sticking out. He ran. Within minutes, Taligunj police were on the scene, pushing back a crowd that had already gathered around the packages. Officers opened them one by one. Inside were 2 severed human arms, chopped at the elbow, belonging to a woman. That same afternoon, a park guard at Calcutta Park found 4 more bundles hidden in thick bushes behind a mango tree. What he found inside would shake the entire city of Calcutta. A dismembered female torso, 2 severed legs, a full-term male fetus, days from birth, and a human head, with the eyes gouged out, the ears torn away, the lips removed, and every inch of facial skin peeled off. Whoever had done this had not wanted the victim identified. They had nearly succeeded. This is the story of the Belarani Dutta murder case, 1954, one of the most forensically significant criminal investigations in Indian history, solved without DNA testing, surveillance cameras, or modern technology, by a detective who caught his first break while buying cough syrup. Her name was Kamala, though most people knew her as Belarani, Bela for short. She lived at 55-4 Turf Road in South Calcutta with a man named Birendra Nath Dutta, known as Biren, and their 6-year-old son. She was 9 months pregnant. Biren ran a small medical pharmacy nearby. To their neighbors, they were an ordinary working-class family, but Biren was carrying a secret. Since 1948, he had maintained a second household on Harish Mukherjee Road with a legally married wife named Meera Basu. Neither woman knew the other existed. In late January 1954, something between Biren and Bela broke. A domestic argument over money and legitimacy turned fatal. Biren picked up a heavy kitchen chopper and struck Bela across the throat. She died instantly. He locked her body inside a wardrobe. Over the following 2 days, he dismembered it, deliberately destroying her face to prevent identification. He wrapped the pieces in old editions of the Bengali newspaper Jugantar and scattered them across South Calcutta on January 30th. Then he took their son to Meera's house, told her the boy was an orphan from a car accident, placed Bela's stolen jewelry in Meera's cabinet, and disappeared into his other life. The case was handed to Inspector Samarendra Nath Ghosh of Lal Bazar's Homicide Division. The post-mortem took 7 to 8 hours just to reassemble the body into a recognizable human form. Doctors confirmed the throat wound was the cause of death, inflicted while the victim was alive. All other injuries, the dismemberment, the facial destruction, were post-mortem, done purely to erase her identity. With no face and no missing persons report, investigators turned to an extraordinary method. They contacted Dr. Murari Mohan Mukherjee, head of the plastic surgery department at Karnani Hospital. Working on a decomposing severed head, he reconstructed the baseline muscle structure and skin contours of the victim's face. Photographs were taken and published across Calcutta's newspapers. No one came forward. A month passed. The investigation had stalled completely. Then, on the night of February 25th, Inspector Ghosh stopped near Rusa Road to buy cough syrup. He found the nearby pharmacy open but nearly empty. The employee mentioned the owner, a man named Birendra Dutta, hadn't been seen in over a month. The address on file was 55-4 Turf Road. Ghosh drove there immediately. The flat was locked. Neighbors confirmed Biren had lived there with a pregnant woman named Bela, but neither had been seen since January 30th. A quick check confirmed Bela had never been admitted to the hospital, Biren claimed. Police put 102 Harish Mukherjee Road under immediate surveillance. 2 days later, in the early morning hours of February 27th, a man emerged from that address with his face covered by a shawl. He was arrested within paces. Inside the Turf Road flat, investigators found the chopper used in the killing, with strands of Bela's hair still on the blade. The Jugantar newspaper editions used to wrap the body parts matched copies stacked inside the flat. Bela's jewelry was recovered from Meera's cabinet. After a marathon overnight interrogation, Biren confessed. In court, the defense argued the victim was never Belarani at all, that she had simply eloped. The prosecution brought forward Bela's mother, who was shown a photograph of the deep scar on the victim's left thigh. Her daughter Kamala, she said through tears, had fallen and injured herself at age 8. The scar had never faded. The jury had heard enough. Birendra Nath Dutta was convicted of premeditated murder and hanged at Alipore Central Jail on January 28, 1956, exactly 2 years after he dismembered the woman he had shared his life with. The case remains to this day the first known instance in India of plastic surgery being used on a corpse to reconstruct a victim's identity, a forensic milestone born from one of the most calculated acts of erasure in the country's criminal history.